Hello, and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 6 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with the sensational 70s, the Vancouver Canucks in the 1970s NHL. Jeff, the 60s are over. You failed at everything, but somehow you managed to hang on to a job. What happened?
Well, we started off the 70s pretty well, at least, although we're only on, I guess, the first day of the 70s. We started the season with what? I think it was a 13-game undefeated streak, even if there were a lot of ties
Something
in
like
there.
that. Yeah.
Cooled off a little bit, but we're still technically good enough for first place in the West Division, although we're only 1 point ahead of Chicago, and they've got about 4 games in hand over us, so I don't think we're going to hang on to that, but I think this is our breakthrough season here.
Here's hoping.
Relatively healthy. Just looking at who's been performing. Oh wow, I don't think we looked at this last week. The stats are a little surprising. Andre Lacroix is leading us in scoring. Red Berenson just behind him. Ted Hampson getting older but still continuing to produce. Wayne Conway slipped a bit, and then some of the younger. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, this is looking a little more as expected. Dean Prentice is finally slowing down. And the defenseman Point, who's I think healthy again, so we can put him back in. I think we had a couple injuries right near the end last time that we need to. Oh no, just one, Kurtenbach. And he's only day to day, so we can actually deal with that easily enough.
Now, remind me, did we sign a couple free agents last game? Because I think we did, just because we needed a little more depth.
Good question. I believe we did. Just want to check who they were. Oh no, we did that. Well, we got Brian Glennie on waivers. I remember that. And oh yeah, well that was way back in July. Dave Dunn, the Abrahamson brothers.
Okay.
Why, is there anything out there that's worth looking at?
No. I thought I was thinking we had done that, but I just really couldn't. It's been a while. I mean, for those of you, if you've never really watched our streams, we flip back between our games. Trying to think back to 2 weeks ago. I thought we maybe signed somebody, but maybe I was wrong.
No, but it's not looking
Maybe
like
we just
there's
looked at
much in the
signing
free agent
somebody.
pool. 1.5 stars is the best potential, and those are just a couple of goalies. I think depth-wise, let me just double check and make sure we've got. Oh yeah, we got 2-3 players at each position that we could call up if we needed to. But I don't think we need to, so let's just get rolling with this.
All right.
Blues starting off. And yet another tie. Look at the ties this season. Leading the league, 14 ties in 45 games. And yeah,
this is Canucks thing.
Yeah, this is why people got sick of not having overtime. And board confidence update, and season is a great success. Although he's not happy about what we've done lately. Oh yeah, we're only 3, 4, and 6 in the last month.
Well, take what you can get at this point, I think.
Pittsburgh's a little weaker. I'm going to throw Stevenson the backup in against them. And get a 4-2 win. And I broke the face gen graphics again, I think. How did I do that? The game was... That's bizarre.
I do.
Okay, LA up next. Just going to stick with the same lineup since we're 1-0-1 with it so far. And 3-1 win over the Kings.
Brian Label in the chat asks, "How are you guys? Looking forward to hockey starting back up?"
Yeah, I mean, well, when it finally gets going, looks like we've got another month or so to wait, don't we? Sounds like Vancouver might be in the running for the for one of the cities. Is Winnipeg been any talk about them at all?
For what? Sorry,
Is one
Winnipeg
of the
being one
host
of them?
cities? Yeah.
No, that's not happening.
Well, you guys are you're down to like almost 0 cases now, aren't you? Province-wide?
Winnipeg should be, but it's not because apparently there's what is it? Not enough five-star hotels in the vicinity of the arenas or something.
And you know, it is Manitoba in July, so there's a decent chance that some players might get carried off by giant mosquitoes.
Yeah, no, that's not that. But I did see that apparently there's a new illness coming from mosquitoes in the Northeast, so that's fun for us all to learn.
Oh, it's just what we needed.
Yes.
Okay, everybody with the exception of Wojtowicz and his broken whatever fractured knee is back healthy again. Actually, maybe it'll be Prentice on the third line. What's Brian saying here? You notice, understand. If you allow ties, the how's it showing it differently, Brian?
Yeah, if you want to maybe post about that in our on our forums, that'd be a good spot for us.
Yeah, if you can give me a screenshot, that'd make it easy to find. We actually may be doing a tiny little bit more for FHM6. Can't make a promise yet, but you might yet see one more update on that. So if there's something simple, we may be able to get it there. And we finally lose a game to one of the original 6. It's the Rangers. But that's bumped us. It's made we've up 3 points on Chicago now, but still left the same 4 games in hand. But that kind of turned around our little downturn there.
Do you allow ties in this league? It shows OT losses in one screen and actual ties in another, he says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I think I see what you're saying. I'll try it out after we're done messing with this. And 6-3 win against the Kings with Stevenson in goal. And whatever Dave done in that game apparently didn't deserve a suspension. Should be able to beat Philadelphia. And we can't, though. 5-2 loss against the Flyers.
So at this point, do you see us trying to load up at the trade deadline or see if there's something we should go for at the trade deadline?
Let's see, how far off are we from that? Deadline is March 1st. It's January 20th, so we got another month or two. Left side is the one, I think, big question mark. Decent center depth, lots on the right side. I probably should be training somebody to play over there, shouldn't I?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Although we got Berenson, so where are our centers? Oh, Kurtenbach, Quad Hampson, okay.
Oh yeah, weren't we trying to flex some players? Yeah, I feel like we
just try this, see if I can. If I put Reggie Leach in the left-hand spot in the fourth line, if you'll start.
Yeah, right. Dave Schultz is almost at his full potential now. I'm sorry, the Hammer is almost at his full potential now.
Fairly big deal. Montreal trades Mickey Redmond to the Blues. Oh, they've got a lot of depth and probably afford to do that. And we get Montreal tonight, actually.
Fantastic.
And we come out with a 3-2 win. Even outshot them. So I think we are almost a legitimate contender now, although we are in first still. Montreal's been leading the league. And Stevenson gets the second night of the back-to-back. And manages to lose it against the Blues. Wait, did we just literally... Yeah, we beat the best team in the league and then lost to the worst team.
Sounds about right.
Nothing like consistency. And 2-2 tie against... Oh, wow, do we get... we got that with the net empty. Yeah, 44 seconds left. Red Berenson.
Take what you can get.
Yep. And Bobby Orr signs a new contract with the Bruins, who also get both the top player and top goalie of the month, Johnny Bucyk and Bernie Parent.
That's not fair.
So it looks like despite this, they didn't get Phil Esposito because we started this before the trade that took him to Boston, but it looks like
so Chicago's built up.
Yeah, they managed to fill in okay without it. All right, yeah, Orr's been injured for most of the season in this one. Murray Oliver stepping up. And Chicago is a couple of injuries. Lost Dennis Hull and Bobby Schmaltz for a while. So they're actually, Chicago's, I think after the expansion drafts that kind of hollowed them out a bit. They got a lot of 1.5 star or 2-star guys on the bottom lines. They still got the big first line and decent top 3 in defense and Glenn Hall in goals, although he's getting older. They might be in trouble in another year or two. Bobby Hull's not getting any younger.
Okay, Brian Labo with the most important question in the chat. Will the next version of FHM include the COVID-19 play it format?
Actually, it may. We're working on something right now. Again, I shouldn't talk any more about it, but you may even actually see it before that. But no promises yet. It's fairly straight. It's a little weird, but it's, I think, within reason to code. And shut out by the Stars. Ouch. Oh, yeah, let's see. I put Leach on that fourth line left wing spot, and it is getting him points at left wing. So I think we can get him converted over, and maybe that's where he goes from now on. And Gordie Howe, 41 years old, signs it's only a 1-year extension with the Wings. And the Colorado Rockies, we brought into the game early. We got to start thinking about expansion too. We want to do that this year. Easy 4-1 win. I was thinking like four teams this time.
I'm thinking maybe we just add 2. If we add 2 a year for the next couple of years, that would increase us a decent amount without really hurting our draft status too much and giving everyone a bit of an opportunity.
I mean, we are going to get the big player pool in the next, starting about 2 years up, because the WHA players will start appearing.
In 72, we could add 4 teams or 6 teams.
Yeah. And we turned around Minnesota, 6-0 shutout. How many is that for Esposito this year? Wow, 8 shutouts already, 50 games.
Brian, I
And we,
got credit for my tickets to the Jets. I didn't get either. Actually, sorry, I didn't get credit. I got refund.
oh, full refund, nice.
Yeah, for my tickets.
So they're better than the airlines. And that way we just beat Chicago. And then got utterly destroyed 7-0 by the Bruins. Do they have Orr back?
Fantastic.
Yeah, they've got Orr back. There we go. That would explain part of it at least. Orr with a 95 game rating. So what has that done to us? It's mid-February. What was the date on the trading deadline? Oh, March 1st. We're within a couple of weeks.
March 1st.
I think we're on a 78 game schedule too, so we've only got about 15 games left, and we're sort of technically hanging on in front of Chicago. 3 points ahead, 3 games in hand. Love to be able to get home advantage because I think we've actually got a shot against them in the playoffs this year.
You said that last year too, and look what happened.
No. I didn't think we had a chance against Chicago last year. I'm going to play another
We
week or
didn't
so.
lose versus Chicago last year.
No, we got Chicago right now. Let's see how we do. 2-1 loss.
You got destroyed by an expansion team, Jeff.
We don't talk about that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Void of which I don't think we're going to get back before the end of the season. Back-to-backs against Chicago, even better. Well, I'm just going to start Esposito again. And they beat us 5-2 the second night. Okay, so maybe we're not quite as competitive as I thought there on that. Oh, and Bobby Hull re-signs with the Hawks for 2 more years. And that 2-game sweep against us put us into second place.
Oh, no.
And we're starting to see some trades happening now. Rockies fired their coach, Fred Glover, replaced by Keith Allen. And fairly minor deal between St. Louis and Minnesota. So what were we were thinking we needed even with Leach coming along there, Prentice and Ferguson are both headed downhill. So I think I want one more winger.
Okay, well, here's one question. And a guy who could play left wing for us sooner rather than later is our draft pick from last year. Our first round draft pick from last year is currently with. I don't know if it's even the AHL at this point, but Anders.
Hedberg's still only 1 star though, so.
Yeah, no, I know, but I said you're talking for future for next year.
He won't even. I don't think he'll really be getting into his prime for another 3-4 years.
Well, he's 14 already on left wing.
Let me see who's on the trading block. Unfortunately, nobody half decent on the trading block, particularly on left wing.
Okay, I moved all the way up to the first in my game, and there is a really great left winger on
Who?
Pete
Say again, you got out there?
Pete Mahovlich.
Oh, he is. Okay. Weird.
Yeah,
I'm getting a lot of frame drop warnings from Twitch, but I'm not seeing it in the stream. Oh, yeah, he's not really developing yet with the... Oh, no, he's got
2.5 stars.
He's
3.5 potential.
He's actually having a really good year, but they've actually got him in the trading block in yours?
He showed up March 1st.
Oh, yeah, again, I can see why. They've got 2, maybe 3 guys ahead of him in the lineup.
Well, we can see Pete Mahovlich, Pitt Martin, Danny Lawson are all on the trade block. And Nick Labette.
Yeah.
Bert Marshall. Apparently Detroit's trying to trade half their team.
Left defense and right defense. So is there anything we can do for them?
Ooh. The Rangers are also trying to trade somebody who I thought you should have drafted last year too in this game.
Who was that?
Willie Lindstrom.
Okay, we could give him Gary Simmons, our 3rd string. But they really want a defenseman. What have we got? Offer them. Glenny, Korab. Could offer them Korab and oh wait, what if I Bergman, he's getting older. Yeah.
Choices.
Yeah, trying to. No, I keep getting the hardly likely. What if I give up on a second rounder? Oh, okay, that's well balanced. Simmons, Bergman, and a second rounder for Mahovlich. The Wings have anybody that I might. Just a bit of filler depth. I'm going to throw Falkenberg in there and see if they'll do that. Okay, trade offered, and we're not at the deadline yet, so it'll be a couple of out. That was quick. No way.
Guess you could try throwing in a second round pick too. If
I did already. I've got one in there.
oh, my
I'm going
bad.
to take Falkenberg out of it and see if that makes any difference. Oh, we at the dead? Another.
March 1st is the deadline.
Yeah, we've got. Have I got a forward somewhere? What about Dennis Hextall, since he seems to be a disappointment so far? Nope, still more. Don't want to give up a first rounder. Throw Claude LaRose in, but I want to get somebody back from them to balance it out if we do. Even if it's just a depth guy. Oh, they got Danny Lost on the trading block. Okay, what if I just do those four for Mahovlich? Oh, they're still not. Okay, I don't think we're getting Mahovlich.
Guess Vancouver really doesn't want to get rid of him. Or Detroit. Doesn't want to sell him to Vancouver.
And got the Rangers up. See if we can break that losing streak. Well, 3-3 tie. We did, sort of. Oh, and somebody's hurt. Oh, great. Korab, one of the guys I was thinking about using as trade bait. Oh, great. We're getting all the original 6 teams now. Bruins next. Oh, we beat them 4-1. I'll take that. And Hawks the next night. Don't overwork Esposito there, so I'm going to throw in Wayne Stevenson. He loses 4-2. We got outshot pretty badly there. Okay, at the trading deadline. Pittsburgh and Detroit do. Oh, Dave Dryden moves again. Oh, and that fixes Detroit's goaltending problem, so they're not going to. One less thing they're going to want from us. Trading block. Who's on it now? No, he's trying to move Alex Del Vecchio, but he's 37.
Good short-term fix.
I'm also trying to trade Pitt Martin. He's only 26. Yeah, let's see if we can get Delvecchio as a rental. Their weaknesses are only D now.
Oh.
It looks like
Jay Jessom, welcome.
Brian Glennie lost a star of potential.
That hurts.
Say again? Yeah, cut out.
I said that hurts.
Oh, I think they'll probably accept that. Oh, they took it.
So, sorry, recap that for me.
Brian Glennie for Alex Delvecchio. I mean, Delvecchio's 37 years old, and he's probably only got maybe 2 seasons left at best, but...
Jay Jessom says, can this game, if I buy it, run... the requirements for the game are posted on our website, which is otpdevelopments.com. Or if you prefer the Steam version, the requirements are also there. Without knowing what your laptop is, it's hard to answer, but the answer is it probably will, but no guarantee.
Yeah, it's not really that demanding unless it's a really old laptop. Okay, so Leach is going to have to go out, and what does that do to our lines? I don't think I want Delvecchio in the center. Put him in the first line wing spot, and then if we rebuild like that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Prentice can just be sort of down to special teams now. And no, don't want Robert in the first spot. Okay, I think that's our playoff lineup, barring major injuries, but that never happens, right? Right?
Never. Injuries. I have no idea what you're talking.
And we got a few other deals. Don Cherry's brother got traded. Oh, big trade between Montreal and Colorado, 7 players. Looks like the main pieces are Bill Flett and Mark Tardif. And then they do make another deal on top of that, Jerry Goyer for Ted Harris. And the Wings do trade Pitt Martin, so the Wings and Canadians making a bunch of deals. And
well, of course. You're playing too well, Jeff.
Okay, so we got approximately... Is it a 76 or 78 game schedule we went to? I can't remember now. Got to look it up.
For how long?
78, so because we had 8 games left. Oh no, 8 games, 76, because we've only got 8 games left. And Delvecchio's first game will be against the Kings.
Oh, it's a good draft class too coming up.
We lose at 6-3. Who's in it?
Your favorite goaltender of all time. Bill Barber, Mike Milbury, Bob Nystrom. Who did I see before? Nyrop.
Wow, 5-2 win against Montreal with the backup in.
Who was the high person I saw?
And Wojtowicz is almost healthy again.
Marcel Dion draft. Larry Robinson. Guy Lafleur.
Lafleur, yeah, should be in that one. Yeah, that's a big draft. And we're screwing up our position, aren't we? So we better not get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs.
I mean, there's probably enough quality guys here.
6 games to go. We're 5 points back of Chicago, so I don't think we're going to make that up. Just going to keep the lines relatively intact. Maybe we can get some late chemistry and hopefully warm up Esposito a little bit. 4-1 win over Colorado. That helps. And the new look Red Wings. Let's see how the 3-1 win against Detroit. Del Vecchio's old team. Oh, wow, 83 game rating for him. But we lost Orland Kurtenbach for a month.
That hurts.
Yeah, not good. Leach draws back in then, and now I got to take Del Vecchio out, and he's going to have to go to center. No, I do not want Prentice on the first line. Okay, that looks balanced. We'll see how that does. Give Stevenson 1 start against Oakland, just so we're not wearing down Esposito. 2-2 tie. We do have a little bit of room over the next team, don't we? Oh yeah, we got 19 points up in LA in 3rd place, so we got no worries there. Although we are tied, there's a 3-way tie in the East with 87 points, and we've got 87 too. So in the unlikely event we get to the finals and meet one of those guys, we should probably try and get a few points here at the end. And Montreal just lost Serge Savard. Wojtowicz is almost back for us, so I think we're going to get him in time for the playoffs.
Here's hoping.
And we tie Chicago 2-2. Oh, was that the last game of the... That was the last game of the season. So we finished 10 points back behind the Hawks. I think the way we set up the playoffs, we're going to get the Kings in the first round. Uh, 88 points. Yeah, we're worse than all of the Eastern playoff teams. So if we make the finals, we're definitely not getting home ice there. And league-wise, we were only 7th overall. I thought we did better than that. There's a couple losing streaks in the middle kind of knocked us down. Well, it looks like the league's pretty evenly split. There's 7 good teams and 7 bad ones. And quick look at the stats. Yeah, Makita leads the league in points. Point totals aren't quite as high as they were getting up to in real life at this point.
Gudu has an important question in the chat. He goes, "Where do you want a cup in this FHM 6A?" The answer to that is no. No, we have not.
We haven't
Jeff,
even won a playoff game yet in this one.
Jeff barely hasn't got fired yet.
We get any Canucks, and the Red Barons made the top 10 in goals. So we should have LA in the first round. Award nominees. Hey, I'm nominated for the Adams. I think it's our
Interesting.
first award nomination at all. Well deserved, I'd say.
Maybe.
No, Selke. Didn't get one for the GM of the year, though. Oh, Tony Esposito got a Vezina nomination. What did he finish with stats-wise finally? Yeah, 239 goals against average, 8 shutouts. And he's solid 5 out of 5 stars now. So we got certainly top 3 goalie in the league, maybe one of the, maybe the best. And we're not getting Kurtenbach back for the playoff start. Wojtowicz, though, we can activate. As he's only a day or two away, and we probably put him in for done, it looks like. And he is healthy. There we go. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the Kings before the series starts. Goaltending questionable, Dennis Jordy. Oh yeah, they got Bobby Clark in a draft a couple of years ago. And didn't they have one other big draft pick? I thought they did. I don't see one. Just mostly Clark, Tom Webster, and a few other guys. Huh. Could have sworn they had another like superstar level guy after Clark. Maybe not, but I was going to say I think we can beat them, but we know what happens when I say that.
Lots of bad things. Lots of bad things.
Okay, just going to go with the current lineup for game 1. Not going to put Wojtowicz in yet because I don't think he's 100% fit. Esposito in goal, check. And we squeeze out a 4-3 win. So that is our first playoff game ever won. Red Berenson wins it in overtime. 2 minutes in. Now, do I want to put Wojtowicz? Yeah, he's at 100% now. Swap him for Dunn. And yeah, that puts him on the third pair. Don't want to rush him.
Goody says, then what about the other streams? Goody, we have not won a Stanley Cup in FHM 6. No, that's not true. You won one before this Vancouver one, didn't you?
In with FHM 6?
Yeah, I think. Didn't that happen? No?
I can't remember. What did we do? What were we doing?
Okay, you were in that. You played one game that was in the minor leagues.
Oh, did we win one that year? Yeah, maybe.
No, Goody, you got me stumped. I feel like the answer is no.
Trade early goals with LA. Rene Robert makes it 2-1. And the Kings tie it right back up.
Okay, no, you went straight from the Macon game to swinging 60.
Didn't we win something? Didn't we win with the Macon one? No, thought we did.
Well, that's still not a cup.
Well, okay. It's a cup. It's just not the Stanley Cup.
I can't remember for sure. I don't think. I'm thinking that didn't happen, but it's been a while.
And up 4-2 halfway through the second period of game 2. Looking good so far.
I know we won one with Quebec last year, just before FHM 6 came out.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to get scored on there, and the play turned around, went back to the other end. Red Berenson makes it 5-2.
All right.
Time winding down, and we're up 2-0. Injuries, Kurtenbach still a long way from being back. Oh, development report. Haven't seen one of those yet. Yeah, Del Vecchio declining, no surprise. Prentice declining. And just single point improvements everywhere else. Game 3 and also Esposito's kind of cooling off. That's not good.
Uh-oh.
May not matter that much right now, but if we get into a second rounder against the Hawks, should take a look at how the other series are going too. And we're just not letting him have any shots on Esposito, so he's not going to get any hotter. 13-2, 14-2 in shots towards the... Oh, geez. Oh, no, that's us. Saw the white, and I forgot we were the away team. And 1-0 Canucks at the end of the first. Did we make that? I think we made this best of sevens all the way through, didn't we?
I don't remember him. The first round might be best of 5, but I could be wrong.
If it is, we're about to win. Well, maybe not because they just tied it up. Going into third, the third tied 1-1. Out shooting him pretty solidly. Power play, nope, didn't do anything with it. Nearly a 2-1 margin in shots, and what's happening? Back and forth. Gee, come on. Oh, René Robert. And Ted Hampson had an injury at the same time. It's only a forearm cramp, so it shouldn't be too bad. And that is it. 2-1, game 3. Let's find out if that was actually the... yeah, that is best out of 5. So we're going to make it to the... how do we set up the playoffs here? The top 8 teams? Or no, is it reseeding? Huh. I thought we were going to get Chicago in the second.
It's been so
round.
long now, I
Apparently not.
really don't remember.
We'll have to redo that when we add the expansion teams this year. Oh, there we go. Third round. Yeah, it does flip over. I think it reseeds after the first round. So we get Montreal, because I think we were the worst of the remaining teams, and Chicago and Boston play on the other side.
First of the remaining teams.
Hampson is hurt day-to-day. Kurtenbach is... Oh, back to day-to-day. We may yet get him before the end of this one. But we got a 7-game series against Montreal, who is, if I remember right, yeah, the best team in the league, although we did beat them in the regular season at least once. Rogie Vachon in goal. Jean Beliveau still looking pretty good. Cornway, Henri Richard is there. And not a ton of scoring. They don't look overwhelming, or at least as bad as it would have been a couple of years ago. But I think Vachon's going to be the big problem. Hopefully Esposito can get hot in this one series.
Hopefully. That's about our only...
If he can play well in game 1, maybe get a little bit more heat and just build on that.
Judy says, I can't believe been...
Jean Beliveau makes it 1-0. Go ahead.
Say, Gudu in the chat says, I can't believe been running the Wild since near the release. Wow. Last year we ran the Quebec Nordiques from before FHM 5 released, I think, through FHM 6 because I used it to show people how to import their game into FHM 6. So
And
the plan is to keep going.
2-0. So not a great start to the series.
Yeah.
I mean, we are the underdogs here. And Vadnais 3-0.
Sure. Blaming everybody else.
Like to get at least a goal here. Don't need to make Vachon, even though he is all the way to maximum heat level anyhow, so. And 3-0 loss in game 1. Esposito doesn't get any hotter. Now at least Hampson's fully recovered. Oh, now Rene Robert got hurt.
Oh.
With a gastroenteritis. Out for 2 weeks. Ouch.
That seems unfortunate.
Leach goes into his spot. Then Claude LaRose.
Reggie!
Yeah, looks right. Okay. Try this again. Game 2. And again, we get the early lead in shots, but Montreal gets the first goal. Cornway, 1-0. And Ralph Backstrom a few seconds later, 2-0. Come on, Esposito. Oh, there, finally, we got a first goal of the series, Andre Lacroix. And immediately after that, they turn right around and Ralph Backstrom makes it 3-1. Ouch, 4-1. May wind up pulling the goalie soon. Oh, come on. Henri Richard, 5-1. And Stevenson's in, so I'm just going to sim out the rest of that. No point in watching the travesty 7-3 final.
Okay, Jeff apparently should have been like me and just let the AI handle everything and sim it out, because in my mind, I just saw Vancouver win.
What, you made like the cup or?
Yep.
Okay, so
Just simmed
maybe
it
I
straight
should've.
out, and I didn't pick up anybody at the trade deadline, and yeah, apparently we just beat the Rangers in the final.
So apparently everything I've done is pointless. That's good to know.
Apparently, yeah. We finished
But
29,
no,
26, and
see,
21.
I've had injuries, so you clearly didn't. So that's why that's like
Oh,
that.
yeah, there was some. There
No,
was
no,
29, 26, and 21 for only 79 points, but yeah, there we go. Straight through.
well, maybe we'll still come back in this one. We do get. No, that's I got the team colors backwards again. That's Montreal scoring to make it 1-0. Not us. Game 3, first game of the series in Vancouver at least, so maybe we'll do a little better. And Red Berenson ties it up. And Montreal back ahead 2-1. The end of the first. Switch my tactics up a little bit, maybe.
Casual Assassin says, do you have statistics on how many people have gotten achievements? It's only a percentage on Steam.
I think that it's Burry Steam's interface for digging that stuff out is not great. I think it's buried somewhere in there. I could look it up if you're curious about a particular one, but it would take me a few minutes.
I mean, a lot of people don't play the game in challenge mode, so there's a lot of people who don't get achievements. For instance, Jeff and I right now are playing commissioner mode, and so we can't earn achievements playing these games because we like having that ability to add teams in historical and mess around with
Wouldn't
this.
be able to do any of this if we had the achievement mode on, but
yeah.
Well, we're fighting our way back into this one, 5-3 with 12 minutes left. But no. I think we're going to get swept, or at least we're down 3-0 after this. Yep. 6-3, Gil lost in game 3. Esposito stays stone cold. And Vachon is red hot. Game 4. Come on, let's at least win one game here.
asking
back
a
and
lot
forth,
from your team.
and it's Cornway again. 1-0 Canadians into the first. It would help if we actually got, a few shots on goal. Oh, there we go. Ferguson ties it up against his old team.
Huzzah.
One late in the second. Okay, come on. Third period, no. Danny Grant. 2-1 Canadians. Okay, all out here. Really press the offense. And as soon as I do that, we give up another goal and we're down by 2. I'll make it 2 goals and we're down by 3.
Oops.
Now Carl Brewer gets us within 2, but... Oh. Dean Prentice, late goal, 3 minutes left, down by 1. Can we do it? And the answer is no, we cannot. 4-3 final. We get swept in round 2 of the playoffs. So, we made it one more round this year before getting swept. I just noticed the Rangers were defending Cup champions, didn't even make the playoffs. And looks like it may be a... Hawks and Bruins still have to play. Chicago-Montreal final. So the two number one seeds on each side. Not surprisingly meet in the final. Now looks like Bobby Hull got hurt early. Danny Grant with a hat trick, and I think that was game 2. No, game 1. Montreal's up 1-0. And after 3, Montreal up 2-1. Okay, that are not series now tied going into game 7. And any bets on game 7, Adam?
Nope. Can't do it. Too many unknowns.
Simmet 5-2 Hawks win. So at least the Cup stays in the or comes to our division, I think, for the first time. And Chicago gets their first Cup in this game, I think. Nope, second. So the Cup still, it's shuffling around between the original 6. What year did we start this in? 65? 64 or 65? I think we've almost cycled through every original 6 team winning the Cup. Quick look. I want to have a look at our playoff stats. Who actually showed up? Yeah, Delvecchio, our rental, had 8 points in 7 games. Red Berenson did okay. Prentice, our veterans played. What happened to the younger guys? McQuan not that productive, and Tony Esposito, goalie stats. Yeah, not a good playoff for Esposito. 379 goals against average, 870.
Ouch.
7 save percentage. And we're up on the hours, so I'm just going to take a quick look around the league. I don't think we'll do the draft next time. I did not get the Jack Adams Award. You'll be happy to know. Phil Watson of the Hawks gets that.
Jeff, if you had won the Cup, you probably would.
Tony Esposito, second team All-Star. I think it's our first one of those. And looks like the Hawks, not quite. Maybe not. No, yeah, I was going to say they dominated, but it was only Nikita winning one. Oh, we got the Ross as well. Jean Pronovo with the Maurice Richard Trophy for Boston. Daryl Sittler, rookie. Oh, yeah, that was St. Louis I was thinking of when they got two good players, not LA. So Sittler's rookie of the year for them. J.C. Tremblay, the Norris winner, because Bobby Orr was hurt for most of the year. Bernie Perrant getting a Vezina, so Esposito didn't get that. And Hall won the Smythe. Nikita won the Hart. So pretty good year for the Hawks, but like I said, they're getting older. They don't have that much depth. So it's our turn next, right?
Maybe. Maybe.
And a few teams firing coaches, none of which is us. Rangers fire Ed Sullivan and hire Fred Glover, who just got kicked out of Colorado. Bert Olmsted out in Philadelphia. Larry Regan in. John McClellan fired from St. Louis. Bill Gadsby takes over. Oh, contracts. Got to resign a few people. Plager. Yeah, that's a little more than I'd like, but should have done this in the regular season. It probably would have been cheaper. Connolly, definitely want to resign him. Ooh, he wants a big increase. Only get him down by about $500. That's not great. Del Vecchio still got 3 stars, and wouldn't be surprised if we tried retiring if we didn't. Oh, he only has a 1-year contract, so I'm going to give that to him. And it's actually cheaper than the one he's got right now. Korab, definitely want to re-sign him.
Another good go.
Yeah, Red Berenson, absolutely. I'm going to take a look at the budget there for. Oh, we got a ton of room on the player on the payroll. Thought we might be getting close on that, but so everybody's asking for big raises, but no, this will work.
Well, you're paying these guys peanuts right now.
Yeah. Prentice wants 1 more year, okay. Let's see, Collins is 1.5 stars. There weren't any free agents better than that, so might as well re-sign all these guys who are just sort of on the fringe.
Well, we'll need some depth. We still have lots of contract room.
Okay, Katola's heading back to Finland, looks like.
He won't sign with you?
Nope. And we kept him sitting on the farm doing nothing for 3 years, I think. Paradise doesn't want to go, but he's only half a star, so good luck, buddy. Pat Quinn has been kind of a disappointment because he didn't fully develop. Signs for a reasonable amount. Sentes will as well, and that's almost the end of it. Gary Simmons is the last one. Oh, and that's nice and cheap too. He could push Stevenson out of that backup job eventually. Okay, I think that's contracts done. Pretty much everybody's signed. Development report, Delvecchio and Ferguson. Wow, Ferguson had 3 things go down. Chat question from Guido looking at the 70 draft in real life. Why were the Blues the only team to select a player in the last few rounds? The way the draft used to work is you could just keep picking until you decided you were done. So you get some years like that where some teams just hung around and took a ridiculous number of players. I think they had to pay for every pick they made, but some decided it was worth it. I think Montreal went even longer than they picked something like 30 guys in the 78 draft, I think it was.
Yeah. When you're trying to build an organization, you kind of needed that, but it was also why you got, our favorite Japanese hockey player getting drafted, because that was a statement of, this is going on forever. We need to do something different. And I can't think of what year in the draft that was off the top of my head.
I think that was the first one the Sabres were in, so 70. Okay, Hall of Fame runoff vote. Man, Max.
Nope, 74 draft.
Oh, it was later than that? Huh.
Had to Google it really quick to look.
Okay, season summary screen. Finally getting some green check marks here.
Okay, what? Apparently somebody added
2 green check marks.
Somebody added onto the Taro Tujimoto Wikipedia page that he's in FHM.
You didn't do that, did you?
I didn't do that. Somebody did it, though. It's under the legacy. The franchise hockey manager series contains Taro in its database, and thus he exists as a real player in the game.
I wonder who did that. Okay, I think we can wind it up there. That's we're just waiting to click over to July 1st. And we'll do that next week in the draft, and 4 more years before we get to him, though. Oh, one other thing before we go, I want to mention, if you haven't seen it, we're now providing player ratings on the Elite Prospects player pages. So if you, I think you have their premium package, you get a more detailed version of them. And if it's just on the free pages, it's just a basic set of ratings, like the kind you see on when I do the player pop-up, the offense, defense, physical, and mental. But we're doing those now, and it'll be for pretty much everybody that's in an playable league in the game, and we'll be updating those regularly as the season goes on, just like we do the regular FHM database updating. I just send in the data every couple of weeks or so, so we'll be doing that for them from this point forward, I guess. So maybe worth checking out if you got a chance. And I think their premium package is only $9 a month, so and they've got a lot of neat little features that go along with that, so maybe worth taking a look at. Do you want to wind up there, Adam?
Sure. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager. Six stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. On Twitter, we are at franchise hockey. We can also find a link to our official Discord in our Twitter bio. You can, of course, come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. We can come talk about franchise hockey manager, out of the park baseball, perfect team, or anything else you want to talk about. Jeff, I guess we'll be back next week with our Minnesota Wild game, where we try to continue to not get fired and hopefully make the playoffs.
It would be nice. Okay,
Let's
everybody,
go.
thanks for coming out, and we will see you back here in a week.